Hey guys, what's going on? It's Uncle Tone. How are you guys doing? Today I'm going to have my full review for you guys on the Eton FRX2. Basically what this one is a hand turbine powered AM, FM, and weather radio, which is pretty cool, but there are a number of other functions built into this one as well, which are kind of cool, and we're going to go over everything for you here in this video. Before we do, you can pick this one up over on Eton's website, as well as Amazon and a number of other places for $40. Pretty reasonably priced little emergency kind of radio here. It also comes in super handy if you were out at the cottage or at the beach or someplace like that. You want to take a radio with you, because this one is basically self-powered. You can charge this via solar, as well as the hand turbine, as well as mini USB, which is pretty darn cool. So let's go ahead, crack it open, take a look at everything that's included in the package, and then I'll go over all of the features with you. So inside the package you are of course going to get the radio itself, which we'll get to in just a second. As well, you're going to get a USB to mini USB charging cable. You can charge this one by plugging it into your computer, or a standard power block included with most phones nowadays. That'll also work. The iPhone charging block works just fine. I gave that a shot. That works too. A little hand lanyard, attach it around your hand, carry it around with you so you don't drop it. Pretty cool. And then your owner's manuals and so on and so forth. Little user guide, product and warranty information, all that cool stuff. Cool beans. So let's move over here and take a look at the radio itself. As you can see, it is an AM FM radio, as well as the weather band, as are adjusted here on the knob with the settings here. You have AM, FM, weather, and then your weather bands, as well as a cell setting down here at the end. We'll get to that in just a second. Here you have your power and volume knob. Moving around here to the top, you have a built-in LED flashlight, so I can blind you. Ha ha ha! Blind you! Cool beans. Also around here, this panel around the LED light actually glows in the dark, which makes it easier to find if you happen to drop it in the dark, or you're looking for it in a dark room or something. This little white panel around here glows in the dark, which is kind of cool. Who doesn't like glow in the dark stuff? Here on the back, you have your hand turbine, which is exactly what it sounds like. You just go ahead and wind it to charge it. Just like so. About 10 minutes of winding will give you about an hour's worth of radio usage. So, in the event of a power outage or something, you need to have the radio on to hear weather updates or news updates about when the power is going to come back on. That kind of thing. Very useful for that. And it does charge itself with the hand turbine, which is kind of cool. Here on the side we have the antenna for the FM radio. This is the button that turns the LED flashlight on and off. And then here we have a solar panel. As I mentioned, this also does charge via solar energy. So you set it outside in the sun or in a window or something like that, and it will light up here to let you know that it's charging. There are 3 LED lights on the front. This one is for charging. This one is for the weather band setting to let you know when it's connected to the weather radio. The weather radio is a NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association weather radio. So very useful for you guys in the US. I couldn't really pick up anything with it here in Canada, but I'm assuming it's going to work better for you guys in the United States. There you go. So that is pretty much all the features. Moving down here to the bottom, you have a little rubber cover over here. You have a headphone jack. There's your mini USB port for plugging it in via mini USB to charge it. And then here you have a USB out. And this will also dump charge to your phone if you happen to need some power. Now it's not particularly power efficient. About 10 to 15 minutes of cranking on the hand turbine will give you about 1 minute of talk time on your cell phone. So it's not particularly power efficient. A backup battery is certainly going to be a better option for you. However, in the event of an emergency, 1 minute of talk time is better than none. So there you go. It is very cool in the event of an emergency. And that is pretty much all of the features on the Eton FRX2. I'll go ahead and we'll crank out the radio here and show you how it works. It's tuned in to one of my local radio stations here right now. As you can see, it goes pretty loud and it's pretty clear. The one thing I did notice was this knob that adjusts the tuning here is very sensitive. It might have been nice if they could have built a little bit more adjustment into this, because it is very, very sensitive. You have to be very, very careful when you're tuning and just turn it tiny, tiny little small little bits to try and tune in the stations. It would have been nice if they could have made it a little more fine tuning. Would have been kind of cool. Another thing that might have been kind of cool to see on this is some LED lights to indicate how much charge is left in it. That might have been kind of cool, because it's hard to know when it's fully charged and when it's not. There's no LED indicator to show you that. So that might have been kind of cool to see included as well. Maybe perhaps along here, 3 LED lights with a little button to allow you to you know, see how much charge is remaining in it. That would have been pretty nice to see as well. But all in all, for an emergency use product, or you know, if you're out at the cottage or sitting out on the deck or something and you want to listen to the radio, or in the event of a power outage or something, it's a very neat and very cool little product to have, particularly, as I said, in the event of an emergency. So that's pretty much going to do it, guys, for my review on the Eton FRX2 hand turbine powered AM FM weather radio. Cool beans. Thanks to the very awesome people over at Eton for sending this one over to me for review. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to smash the like button down there. If you found this video helpful, maybe favorite it. That definitely helps me out a lot. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Cool beans. Rock on.